Hello everyone and welcome to this video presentation where we are going to tackle an interesting coding challenge. This exercise is designed to enhance our problem solving skills and logic building capabilities, crucial for excelling in interview coding rounds. Today we will be diving into a problem that involves finding two elements in a list whose sum is closest to 0. So the introduction. We will be discussing programming problem that involves finding a pair of elements in a given list whose sum is closest to 0. This problem challenge us to think creatively, strategically to solve a common problem encountered in various fields of computer science and engineering. So problem description. Let's start by understanding the problem statement. Imagine you are given a list of integers, some positive, some negative. Your task is to identify a pair of elements from this list whose sum comes as close to 0 as possible. For instance, if we are given the list, let's say -4, 7, 6, 2 and -5, the pair with the sum closest to 0 would be -5 and 6. So hints and approaches are given. They are showed on the screen. So the approach explanation is to solve this challenge, we need a solid approach. We'll begin by sorting the list, which sets the stage for an efficient solution. Sorting allows us to make most of two-pointer technique. We'll initialize two pointers, left and right, at opposite ends of the sorted list. As we traverse, we'll calculate the sum of elements at these pointers, always tracking the pair with the smallest absolute sum. So pseudocode is written on the screen. Let's take a look at the pseudocode, which outlines the steps of our approach. First, we will sort the list, then with left and right pointers, we iterate through the list while they haven't crossed. At each step, we calculate the sum of elements at the pointers and update our minimum absolute sum and corresponding pair if we find a closer match. If the current sum is negative, we move the left pointer forward, otherwise we move the right pointer backwards. As you can see on the screen, the pseudocode is given. Let's write an actual code. So the first line defines a function named find closest sum pair that takes a list of integers called nums as its parameter. Second line, num sort. The sort function is used to sort the list nums in ascending order. Sorting the list makes it easier to find pairs with the sums closest to 0. Then min sum is equal to float. Third line, as you can see, it initializes minimum sum to positive infinity. This variable will be used to track the minimum absolute sum found so far. Then the result is equal to none line shows that initialize the result variable to none. This variable will store the pair of elements with the closest sum to 0. And left comma right is equal to 0 comma length nums minus 1. Initializes two pointers left and right. Left starts from the beginning of the sorted list and right starts from the end. While left is less than right, this loop iterates as long as left pointer is less than the right pointer. Current sum is equal to num left plus num right. Calculate the sum of elements at the positions pointed to by left and right. So this way, if we follow the whole process, we will reach to let's say if for a function if abs sum is less than minimum sum, is check if the current absolute sum is smaller than the current minimum absolute sum. Minimum sum is equal to absolute sum. If the current absolute sum is smaller, update minimum sum to the current absolute sum. Result is equal to nums left, nums right. Update the result variable, the pair of the elements that gave the minimum absolute sum. In the end, return result. After the loop completes, return the pair of elements with the closest sum to 0. This is the whole code logic given in a written form. You can just take a snapshot of this for your reference. Complexity analysis. Understanding the complexity of our solution helps us gauge its efficiency. We will discuss the time complexity, which involves the sorting steps and the two-pointer travels, resulting in O and log n. Additionally, we will touch on space complexity, which remains constant as we don't use any additional data structures. Testing and results. As you can see on the screen, if you write an input list with 5 or 6 number of integers and then write result is equal to find closest sum pair, then input list, and then print the result, then you can get to check if your code is correct or not. Let's put our solution to the test. I'll show you how we can input various test cases and observe the output. We'll validate our code provides the expected result, showcasing a pair of elements with the sum of closest to 0. As you can see, test case 1 and test case 2 has passed, so our code is absolutely correct. So in conclusion, in wrapping up, we have explored a problem-solving journey that requires us to think strategically and make efficient use of sorting and two-pointer techniques. By understanding the problem, walking through the code, considering edge cases, and analyzing complexity, we have gained valuable insights into approaching similar challenges. I hope this presentation empowers you to tackle coding problems with confidence and creativity. Thank you for joining me in this presentation. If you have any question, please write in the comment section below. Remember that practice is key to mastering coding challenges, and I encourage you to keep honing your skills. Stay curious, stay motivated, and I will see you in the next video.